Hello and welcome to ET Auto. Today we are joined by Ms. Suman Mishra, who is the CEO of Mahindra Last Mile Mobility. Uh, Taking the charge from the front, it is one of the highest penetrated segment in the EV technology. What is the growth so far, and how do you see from here to mid to long term? Do we cover the complete 100%? Do we become the first segment which covers the electric vehicle technology?
Thank you. It's great to be here. And as you rightly said, electric three-wheelers are the largest electrified category in India. In F23, we were around the 6% mark, and today we are at 30% mark. So that's just in a couple of years, we have seen this rate of growth. And it is obviously the fastest growing category in the three-wheeler space. Now, when I look forward, I definitely think that this is one of those categories which it has already reached critical mass and which will reach significant penetration over the next 3 to 4 years. My guess is by 2030 we will be more than 50% penetrated. So in the next 5 years it will be 50 to 60% penetrated. The opportunity exists to make it 100% penetration, but for that we need to solve for maybe two things. One is that in the metro cities where there are certain permitting challenges or parking and charging challenges, there we need to solve for establishing a way to do parking and charging. And the second is in some of the far reaching areas we need to do a lot of awareness about the benefit of EVs, because they may not have heard about it, they may not know about it, especially in some of the loading segment, that this can actually load well and has high torque, and so you can definitely use these vehicles.
So buyer of this segment is not that aware, or I would not say well educated, but they are not well aware about the benefits of EVs versus the ICE, and also the overall knowledge towards the technology. What are the challenges that you face when you go and talk to them? What is there any customer stories that you can give us?
I can tell you that this is the category which understands money very well. So in markets where there is electrification, they fully understand on a daily basis and a monthly basis and an annual basis how much money they will save from just the not using fuel, right? So swapping the fuel for electricity. So those stories, there are so many stories where they will tell us that, I have saved enough, I have put my kids to school, I'm able to give a decent life to my family, and I don't feel tired because at the end of the day I have not had the vibration of driving it. And some are now doing exceptional things by like driving. She said, you must drive as much as you can every day so that you can quickly earn the returns and pay it off. So I think the customer where the technology exists is well aware. Where we have not been able to sell anything or be present at all for various reasons. Right? Delhi has an issue of a total number of permits. There are only 1 lakh permits, so there is no way to sell three-wheelers there. There are some other cities where Mumbai, it is very difficult to find parking. So where they don't know, of course they cannot articulate the benefit, but the way I've seen it, they just look at YouTube, Facebook, and this is where they learn everything about the category. It's a very word of mouth word. Advertisements don't help.
Last mile mobility's growth is largely proportionate to the e-commerce growth. What I
For cargo, maybe.
For cargo maybe, yeah, cargos specifically, because a lot of goods and to be transported. How do you see that segment growing? And do you think there are any other more factors like D2C brands going and more last mile focus because of the cost effectiveness? Will that also contribute to that 50% of penetration?
So we did see a spurt in the cargo growth last year because of the e-commerce increased penetration, like your Big Bazaar and all those things, Big Basket and all those players, as well as those who are the logistics providers. So we did see a spurt, but that spurt has saturated because the metro city is already getting a lot of e-commerce, and now it is switching a lot to quick commerce, which is two-wheelers. So the two-wheeler electric is which will get the benefit of the last mile cargo. What is now happening is captive conversion. So really going out to the pan India and sharing with, say, shopkeepers, owners of bakeries, dairy, etc., that this is the use case for your vehicle, and doing the hard work of conversion. We did that already in the passenger segment. Now we have started the journey in the cargo segment.
Right. Now coming back to your company, how has been the growth so far? What are the targets for this year? How do you see Mahindra Last Mile leading this particular segment?
I am so happy to tell you that sitting today, we have put 270,000, 2.7 lakh electric vehicles in the road over the last few years. The 1 lakh, the last one, this is from our beginning, last 1 lakh have come in 15 months. So it's incredible. So this year in L5 category, which is our main category, we have already registered L5 EV category a 50+% growth year to date, and we expect it to continue going forward. I think as you're committed to an ecosystem, if you understand about your customer, you bring out the right products and the technology, and you make them accessible and affordable, the electrification journey will continue, and we will have our fair share of it.
Thank you so much for this.